Everyone's saying that Potter's the heir of Slytherin.
Potter's a Parselmouth. Everyone knows that's the mark of a dark wizard. Professor Lockhart's just left. Said he was going to his office.
Let me kill you.
Guess what, Harry? Hermione's in the hospital wing. The polyjuice potion turned her into a cat. Seems like the hair from Millicent wasn't from her at all.
I hope Madame Pomfrey doesn't ask too many questions. Anyway, I suppose I should be going to the private lesson with Lockhart.
Ah, Harry, you finally made it. Terrible news about young Mr. Creevy being petrified, not to mention poor Mrs. Norris. No need to worry, though, as your defense against the dark arts teacher, I'll save the day. Watch my expensive wand as it moves and press the symbols it points to. Do this 3 times, and you will learn Verdimillious Duo. Are you ready? Very stylish! Just like me. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's the easy one. Ready now? Very stylish! Just like me. Perfection! Very stylish! Just like me. One more to go. Get ready. Perfection! Very stylish! Just like me. Perfection! You've earned a passable grade. Well done. If you come back later, you can try for a better grade and earn a special prize. Time to put the spell you've learned to practical use. Now, Harry, hold down the X button to cast a fully charged Verdimillious duo spell. Once cast, the spell will show you objects hidden by dark magic. Use what you find to leave the room. Once cast, the spell will
Verdimillious!
Excellent, Harry! Now, run along. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day and I have something very special planned.
The race for the House Cup continues. Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Gryffindor. Gryffindor are in the lead on house points. The race for the House Cup is heating up.
Happy Valentine's Day, Harry! How many cards have you received? So far, I've only received 46. But the day is still young. I've arranged a little surprise for you and the rest of the students at Hogwarts. My friendly card-carrying cupids!
Oh, you, Harry Potter, stay there. I've got a musical message to deliver to you.
Valentine's cards. Ugh! Keep away from me!
Harry flicked through the blank pages of the diary. Then he pulled out a bottle of scarlet ink, dipped his quill into it, and dropped a blot onto the first page. Excited, Harry loaded up his quill and wrote, "My name is Harry Potter." Then, at last, something happened. Oozing back out of the page came words Harry had never written. Harry nearly upset his ink bottle, and then more words appeared on the page.
I know all about the Chamber of Secrets. 50 years ago, the chamber was opened and a girl was killed. I caught the person who opened the chamber all those years ago.
Harry paused for a second and then wrote 2 letters. O.K. The pages of the diary began to blow as though caught in a high wind, and then the diary seemed to open up, and Harry was pitched headfirst into the opening. Harry saw that he was standing in a corridor in Hogwarts dungeons. Peering through a crack made by an open door was a boy of about 16. Harry knew at once that this was Tom Riddle, the owner of the diary. Then Harry heard someone speaking in a low whisper.
Come on, gotta get you out of here. Come on now, in the box.
The voice definitely belonged to Hagrid, who, Harry now saw, was crouching down in front of a large box. Riddle suddenly stepped out from the doorway.
Evening, Rubeus. It's all over. I'm going to have to turn you in. The least Hogwarts can do is make sure the thing that killed that girl is slaughtered.
The young Hagrid rose up to his full height and roared at the top of his voice.
It wasn't him. He wouldn't. He never.
And then, from out of the box, came something that made Harry let out a long, piercing scream unheard by anyone. A vast, low-slung, hairy body and a tangle of black legs, a gleam of many eyes and a pair of razor-sharp pincers. The thing scuttled away, tearing up the corridor and out of sight.
No!
The scene whirled. The darkness became complete, and Harry landed with a crash. Later, Harry met up with Ron and Hermione.
What's up?
Harry could barely get the words out of his mouth.
It was Hagrid, Ron. Hagrid opened the Chamber of Secrets 50 years ago.
Riddle might have got the wrong person. Maybe it was some other monster that was attacking people.
Hagrid would never have meant to kill anybody.
We've always known that Hagrid was expelled. The attacks must have stopped after he was kicked out.
I'm going to the library to see if I can find information on Tom Riddle. And while I'm there, why don't both of you go and see Hagrid and ask him what happened?
We'd better be careful, Ron. We're not meant to be out in the grounds after dark.
Let's split up to avoid getting caught. At least you can use your invisibility cloak to avoid being seen. Remember that you need to collect these to power up your cloak. They only last a short amount of time, so make sure you're out of sight when they run out. You can unlock the doors by using these pressure pads. You just need to charm a nearby object onto them.
Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa!
Nice one, Harry. I'll meet you at Hagrid's. Good luck.
What's that?
Wingardium Leviosa!
Who's there?
Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Who's there?
see anyone, Mr. Filch?
No.
I know you're there.
Wingardium Leviosa!
No students are allowed.
Who's there? This pressure pad has a different image on it, and there are no objects to charm.
Who's there?
You made it then, Harry! Shh! Someone's talking to Hagrid.
Yet again, Cornelius, I tell you that taking Hagrid away will not help in the slightest.
That must be Cornelius Fudge. He's the Minister of Magic. My dad's boss.
Quiet, Ron.
Look at it from my point of view, Albus. I'm under a lot of pressure. Got to be seen to be doing something. If it turns out it wasn't Hagrid, he'll be back and no more said.
So, where am I going?
You'll only be going for a short stretch, Hagrid. It's not a punishment, more a precaution. If someone else is caught, you'll be let out with a full apology.
Not Azkaban.
Come along now, Hagrid.
If anyone wanted to find out some stuff, all they'd have to do would be to follow the spiders. That'd lead 'em right. That's all I'm saying.
Ron, look at all the spiders. I'm going to follow them.
All right, be careful, Harry. I'll go and tell Hermione what we've heard.
Hagrid said to follow the spiders. point, look upon the waterfall, and you shall see the light. Dumbledore. trouble. That's why I came.
In trouble? But why has he sent you?
They've taken him to Azkaban. They think he set a monster on students.
I come from a distant land. A traveler gave me to Hagrid when I was an egg. He cared for me, kept me in a cupboard, and fed me. When I was blamed for the death of the girl, Hagrid protected me. Now, I live in the forest.
So do you know what did kill her?
The thing that lives in the castle is an ancient creature we spiders fear above all others. We don't speak its name.
Okay, I'll just go then.
Go? I think not.
The car screeched to a halt and Harry dived inside.
Hurry up, Ron!
The door slammed shut and Ron didn't need to touch the accelerator because the car was already speeding away. They sped out of the hollow, branches whipping the windows as the car wound its way cleverly through the widest gaps, following a path it obviously knew. After 10 noisy, rocky minutes, the trees thinned, and the car stopped so suddenly they were nearly thrown through the windscreen. They had reached the edge of the forest. Harry and Ron arrived safely back in the Gryffindor common room.
What was the point of going in there? What have we found out? I'd like to know.
That Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets. He was innocent.
Harry, Ron, I'm sorry, but this will be a bit of a shock. There has been another attack.
Oh no. Who?
I am very sorry, but your friend Miss Granger was found petrified near the library. I have asked all students to remain in their house common rooms. I also have some rather bad news for you in particular, Mr. Weasley. I'm sorry to tell you that your sister, Ginny, has gone missing. The suspicion is that she has been taken into the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh no! What are we going to do? Aragog mentioned that the last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened, a girl was found dead in the bathroom. What if she never left that bathroom? What if she's still there?
Moaning Myrtle!
Go to the girls' bathroom, Ron, and find Moaning Myrtle. I'm going to find Lockhart.
Lockhart? Why?
He's the Defence Against the Dark Arts teacher, and whatever's attacking people is definitely involved in the dark arts.
Okay, I'll meet you in the girls' bathroom. Ginny will be alright, won't she, Harry?
Don't worry, Ron. We'll rescue her. And then I'll close the Chamber of Secrets for good.
Cornelius! Nintendo!
Daisy Dodderidge. strange. Why is the door locked? I'd better find another way around.
Oh, Mr. Potter, I'm rather busy at the moment.
Professor, I have some information for you. I think Moaning Myrtle was the girl who was killed by the monster 50 years ago. She may know where the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets is.
Well, okay, if you're sure.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
To ask you how you died.
Oh, it was dreadful. It happened right in here. I died in this very bathroom. I remember it so well. I'd hidden in here because Olive Hornby was teasing me about my glasses. I hid in a cubicle and started crying. Then I heard a boy come in. He said something funny, a different language. Anyway, I unlocked the door to tell him and go and use his own bathroom. And then I died.
How?
No idea. I just remember seeing a pair of great big eyes, and my whole body seized up, and I was floating away.
Where did you see the eyes?
By the sinks.
Look! The taps are turning into snakes!
Try saying something in parcel tongue.
Okay, I'll try. Open! I'll go first.
Well, it looks like you boys don't need me, so I'll be off.
We'll be right behind you, Harry. Won't we, Professor?
Oh dear. Welcome, Harry! Here you are at last!
Careful, Harry! I think he's lost it!
Lost it? What? No. Not the great Gilderoy Lockhart. It's just that now is the time to end this little adventure.
See?
I shall go back to the school, tell them it was too late to save the girl, and that you both tragically lost your minds at the sight of her dead body.
Oh no! I know what he's gonna do! He's gonna try and hit us with one of his memory charms!
Yes, indeed, the famous Lockhart memory charm. I'm sorry, boys, but it is for the best. Oh, Obliviate!
Watch out for the memory charm!
Ow! Oh, Obliviate! 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 Ow! Obliviate! Obliviate! Ow! Obliviate!
Ron! Are you okay? Yes, I'm through here, I'm fine! Lockhart isn't though! He got blasted by his own memory charm!
What are we going to do now?
Well, we can't get through this lot, it'll take ages!
There's only one thing to do. You wait here and I'll go on. Ginny's been down here for hours, and if we waste any more time, it might be too late.
Okay, Harry. I'll start trying to shift some of this rock so you can get back through.
Let me
Wingardium Leviosa! 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 Wingardium Leviosa!
Ginny! Ginny! Don't be dead! Please wake up!
She's alive, but only just. Ginny's been writing in the diary for months, pouring out her soul. And as she did, I grew stronger until I had enough power to start pouring a little of my soul back into her. Ginny Weasley opened the Chamber of Secrets. She daubed threatening messages on the walls and set the serpent of Slytherin on the Mudbloods and Filch's cat. I'm afraid Ginny told me all about you, Harry. So I decided to show you my famous capture of that great oaf, Hagrid, to gain your trust. One day, I hoped to lead another in my footsteps, to finish the work of Salazar Slytherin. I knew you were on the trail of Slytherin's heir, so I led Ginny down here to wait.
Tom Riddle was my filthy, non-magical father's name. Do you see it yet, Harry?
I am Lord Voldemort, and now, Harry, I am going to teach you a little lesson. Speak to me, Slytherin, greatest of the Hogwarts Four!
Godric Gryffindor's sword! Maybe I can redirect the Basilisk venom. Ah! Ow! This venom hurts.
There was silence. Silence except for the steady drip, drip of ink still oozing from the diary. The basilisk venom had burned a sizzling hole right through it. Shaking all over, Harry pulled himself up. His head was spinning as though he'd travelled miles by flue powder. Ginny drew a great shuddering gasp.
It was me, Harry, but I swear I didn't mean to. Riddle made me. He took me over.
Harry told her that it was all right, that Riddle and the basilisk were finished.
Come on, Ginny, let's get out of here.
They were flying upwards, and before he'd stopped enjoying the ride, it was over. All three of them were hitting the wet floor of Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. Harry told them everything. He told them about hearing the disembodied voice, how Hermione had finally realized that he was hearing a basilisk in the pipes, how Aragog had told him where the last victim of the basilisk had died, how he had guessed that Moaning Myrtle had been the victim, and at the entrance to the basilisk's lair, the Chamber of Secrets, might be in her bathroom. Professor Dumbledore explained that 50 years ago, Lord Voldemort, as a 16-year-old Tom Riddle, had enchanted his diary, and that diary had enchanted Ginny. Later, Harry managed to release Dobby from the slavery of Lucius Malfoy, for it was Lucius Malfoy who had planted Tom Riddle's diary on the hapless Ginny Weasley. And as for Harry, well, once again, he truly was the boy who lived. Finally, let's see who will win this year's House Cup. Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff. Slytherin. Gryffindor. Gryffindor are in the lead on house points. Gryffindor.
Sorry, Harry, but if you want more famous witches and wizards...
Well, well, well. A Gryffindor